The Young and the Restless Spoilers, Friday's full update, the 7th of August 2026. Welcome back to our channel. Fellow Y&R addicts, today is a beautiful day to dive deep into the absolute madness that just unfolded on our screens. Grab your coffee, your tea, or maybe something a little stronger because we have so much to unpack today and we are absolutely not holding back. Let's get right into it. I cannot believe they just did that. I am literally typing this up late at night because my blood is boiling and I cannot sleep until I get this out of my system. Billy Abbott, you absolute undeniable catastrophic mess of a human being. I mean, are we even surprised at this point? Because I am certainly not. But I am still so ridiculously angry. You all know I have been watching this show religiously since 2015, and this has to be one of the most frustrating pull-your-hair-out moments they have ever written for Billy. He just couldn't help himself. He just had to go running his mouth to Victor Newman, didn't he? But wait, I am getting ahead of myself. Let us back up and talk about how this entire disaster started, because the scene with Adam Newman and Sally Spectra before Billy stomped in was actually kind of beautiful and tragic. I don't know. I have so many feelings about it. So Adam comes banging on Billy's door, which is already a massive power move, let's be real. Sally lets him in and Adam is just frantic. He is losing his mind because he thought they had a solid ironclad deal that she would not tell anyone about him secretly paying for Newman Media. And what does Sally do? She tells Billy. And what does Billy do? He immediately, without a single second thought, marches right up to the mustache himself and spills the beans. I am sorry, but what on earth was Billy thinking? Did he really think Victor was just going to nod, stroke his mustache, and say, "Oh, thank you for this information, Billy boy. I will leave Sally alone now"? No, this is Victor Newman. The man breathes vengeance for breakfast. And now Adam is standing in Sally's living room looking absolutely terrified, which says a lot because Adam never looks terrified, telling her that his father is blowing up his phone with calls and texts, and he has no idea if he can protect her from whatever twisted plan Victor is cooking up. Adam knows his father better than anyone, and if Adam is scared, Sally should be terrified. And then right in the middle of all this high-stakes corporate terror, we get this incredibly soft, heartbreaking moment. Adam suddenly smells peanut butter. Sally casually explains she is eating peanut butter and sauerkraut sandwiches because of her pregnancy cravings. You guys. When Adam laughed, when he actually smiled and brought up how she used to eat sardines and hot chocolate sauce when she was pregnant with Ava, I literally burst into tears. I mean, that callback to baby Ava was so completely uncalled for in the best way possible. It just shows how deep their connection still is. They share this profound, agonizing history. And in that tiny moment, they weren't enemies or exes fighting over a company. They were just two people who almost had a family together. I know some people are loving this Sally and Billy pairing, but personally, the chemistry between Adam and Sally in that 5-second exchange about weird pregnancy cravings completely blew every single Billy and Sally scene out of the water. Am I the only one who sees this? It is just undeniable. Adam sacrificed everything for her when they lost Ava. He made the impossible choice to save Sally's life over the baby's. And they have both carried that trauma ever since. Seeing them share a genuine warm laugh about pregnancy cravings after all that darkness was just a masterclass in soap history. But of course, because we cannot have nice things, Billy has to ruin the moment. He walks in and immediately puffs out his chest. What the hell are you doing in my house? The sheer arrogance of this man, he instantly assumes Victor has been torturing Adam, completely missing the point that Hay is the reason Victor is on the war path. They start arguing and I am just sitting there cheering for Sally when she finally tells them both to knock it off. And when Adam leaves, Billy has the absolute nerve to ask if Adam upset her. Like, are you kidding me, Billy? Did Adam upset you? No, Billy, you upset her. Sally looked him dead in the eye and said, "This isn't about Adam. This is about you. Here's Sally." Finally, she reminded him that they had a deal to keep this secret. And Billy, in classic Billy Abbott fashion, tries to play the victim and the hero all at once. He claims Victor provoked him. He says he will not apologize for defending her. But how is painting a massive target on her back defending her? Sally rightly points out that he promised not to go after the Newman. She asks him, "Did you not think about the fallout for me?" Because Adam thinks Victor is going to target Spectre Charles now. And this is where Sally truly secured her crown for the episode. Billy gives this half-baked apology for not keeping quiet, and Sally just shuts him down. Sorry isn't going to cut it. What I know for sure is that you are the one who started this fire, and you better figure out how to put it out. Boom. Mic dropped. I was screaming at my television. Billy Abbott has spent his entire life starting fires and expecting other people, usually Jack or Victoria or Jill, to put them out. But Sally is not playing that game. She has worked too hard to build Spectra Charles to let Billy's massive inferiority complex regarding Victor burn it to the ground. Remember when Billy blew up the Chancellor building? Remember his gambling phases? Remember when he drove Victoria crazy with his constant need to stick it to Victor? The man is a walking wrecking ball, and Sally is finally seeing it. I am so here for this awakening. I am dreading what Victor is going to do to her company, but I am absolutely living for Sally holding Billy accountable. Billy uses women to validate himself against Victor. And Sally is refusing to be collateral damage in his pathetic decades-long measuring contest with the mustache. Okay, deep breath. Let us pivot, because the Abbott and Newman drama was not the only thing making me yell at my TV tonight. Can we please talk about this ridiculous situation with Matt Clark, Kane Ashby, and Phyllis Summers? So Kane overhears Matt on the phone with Phyllis talking about Arabesque. So, what's the plan? You're going to use my old company against Victor? Kane asks, and Matt, this absolute psychopath who has terrorized half of Genoa City, tries to play the sympathy card. He claims he just wants out of Kane's grip and says Phyllis made him an offer. Then, out of nowhere, these two grown men decide to have a dark story-sharing circle. Matt actually brings up his past, admitting he was a sadistic monster for decades. He talks about trying to kill his ex-wife, getting hit on the head with a rock, getting amnesia, and how the memories returning almost broke him. And now he just wants to prove to everyone that he is a better man. I am laughing out loud. A better man, Matt Clark. Are the writers actually trying to redeem this guy? Because if they are, I am not buying it for a single second. Remember when they tried this redemption arc nonsense with other villains? Yeah. Didn't work then either. You do not just get hit on the head with a rock, wake up and suddenly become a model citizen after decades of terrorizing the Newman family. It is absurd. And the fact that he is teaming up with Phyllis of all people, that is a recipe for absolute disaster. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Kane Ashby dropped some absolute truth bombs in this scene. Kane might have his own messy history with Lily and the twins and all his fake identity drama, but the man knows how Genoa City operates. She looks Matt dead in the eye and warns him about two things. First, the Newmans are an absolute force not to be trifled with. Truer words have never been spoken. If Matt thinks he can go up against Victor Newman and walk away unscathed, he is even more brain damaged than he claims. Victor is already hunting him down because Phyllis took off his ankle monitor. Matt is playing with fire while standing in a pool of gasoline. But Kane's second warning was the real masterpiece of the episode.